Hello, welcome to the Wandering Village, the full release. Now, before we go into the game itself, let's just see the very interesting intro. And if you're thinking about it, some of the character designs are inspired from Princess Mononoke, while some of the world and some of the other stuff is inspired by Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. So yeah, it's basically a Ghibli studio thing. Do not eat friend.
Shift course now, we might stand a chance.
That basically explains the gameplay. Now this is a survival RTS, which is amazing in my opinion. Also playing on the hardest difficulty, and the game itself is very good. The only problem, well, if you can call it a problem, is that you start very slowly. And you also need to find feeding spots and sleeping spots for Ombu, otherwise things will get kind of chaotic. Now this is playing the game for a few hours. Actually, it's quite a bit of hours. It's just that, like I said, it's a very slow burning game. Let me save the game over here. Save. And then we'll go back to the main menu because I have to show you what options you have for playing the game. So the game has basically three options. Sandbox mode, which is, well, I guess infinite mode. I was thinking if it's a roguelike. No, it's just infinite mode. You have story mode, which has an optional tutorial, which is the one I'm playing right now, or the challenge mode, where you have to survive for a certain amount of time. So the game has a lot of replayability. If you go on story mode, you can play on multiple difficulties. Sadly, I think tutorial is a different thing, so you probably want to play on normal or hard. I recommend hard, it's not that hard, but the game starts more or less the same, but it will get harder and harder as you play more, because you'll be running out of food, out of resources, and you need to use Ombu. Now, Ombu is, well, Ombu is everything. In case you are struggling with some minor problems like not having enough food, let me see, yeah, you can ask Ombu for a bit of his blood and make some blood pudding. You can collect a lot of resources from Ombu, and some of them are horrible, some of them are not as bad. Oh boy, you have some really creepy options. Ombu Constipator. I guess this means you will need to eat less. And basically I have a few technology trees. It doesn't seem like it's a lot, but you'll also be deciding the route you pick for Ombu. I'm using my scroll wheel. This is seamless. He eats mushrooms, so he'll be able to eat a lot of mushrooms. Some will make him sleep, some will make him nosy. Some of them will... anyway, doesn't really matter. And then you also have some other objectives on the map that you can send for them to recover, like the trees, the stuff, the quarry. And to do all of that, you'll need to be able to research the Ombu commands, which again is a bit of a weird thing, or I guess it's not weird, but we'll have to go into the commands, which is Hornblower, which means we'll not be able to go into the other stuff very soon. You can also have a lot of plants, farms, stonemasons, kitchen carpenters, and then we'll be able to go to the last ones. Now, this is actually very hard to get into, and you also have some other stuff to repair, and you also have some other missions. For example, I think she's from Howl's Moving Castle if you look at the character model. You have to repair the antenna tower. So this is a post-apocalyptic game. It's actually after I think it was a normal society, and then a catastrophe happened and these things appeared. It might have been magical from the beginning, but I don't remember. You also have temperature, humidity, toxicity, and some other stuff. So it's a lot to take in. You also have a certain amount of people and food. In the beginning you'll be using berries to feed the population, but after a while they will want more food types. We will have farms as well. We also have to make roads because they'll travel faster, so we have a research building. We also have to assign citizens to them. Yeah. So basically you have to keep up the happiness, so more people will join you. Some of them are happy. So better house, better food quality, no hunger. Also the full of hope and some other stuff. So you also have to get into decoration, which is a bit annoying because guess what, if you get into decorations, it means you don't have enough time to do the other stuff. You don't really need the rows, but they help a lot. Okay, now let's get into the game, and I kind of forgot what I was doing. We're researching, I think, the eat command. We're not actually researching anything. And some of these plants can only be planted when it's very hot, when it's very warm. Some of the, yeah, so again, it depends on where you are if you want to grow certain foods. And if you cannot grow foods, you'll have to use ombu blood pudding. Or the bile, I don't know what the bile is for. Black pudding. He'll be unhappy with you, but you can make him happier with some other stuff. Your ombu of poison or heal it. Heal it means if it takes damage or something like that. You also have the compost tip, you also have the dung collector, you have a lot of stuff. You also have to make sure the villages are resistant to poison, so the correction. This hut is the next thing I should worry about. Because that will allow us to attract more people. Also the town square is kind of nice. Happens by holding events. Probably should build more houses, even though the houses will be very expensive to build. Yeah, so that was our next target. You also see what resources you need over here. So yeah, we just have to make sure we have all of the basic materials available, all of the other stuff available. I'm also slowly working to make ombu food, which means I need mushrooms. For now he's just eating whatever he can find, but I suspect at some point he'll not have any food left. He snores very loudly. Yeah, this is actually a better settler game than the settler games themselves. We have water tanks and pantries. The pantries can hold 50 resources of each, so I'm trying to see where the mushrooms are or how many mushrooms are. Sometimes it's harder than it seems. I guess if you don't have any resources left, just go and do something else. Ombologist, which will give us some research notes that will help us with ombu. So I guess we just need one more farm. Some buildings can be moved, most buildings cannot be moved. So let's make sure we cut down these trees, and I'll probably make another farm over here. I like the little balloon that shows you what they're going to do next. So yeah, I guess this is one of the part, this is the part of the game where we're having fun. You also can take away these spikes to have more building space, but they'll hurt ombu, they'll reduce his trust. Well, it's some of the berries you are harvesting. Make one more berry farm over there if we want. Just harvest everything like that. Maybe not exactly like that. How do I disable that? Well, I guess I will have to... Oh, be a better way. Because if you harvest something without going to the location or having something to harvest it, it will take forever. Especially because they'll need to put the resources somewhere else as well. Oh, it's not that bad. I'm not sure if the people can eat the mushrooms though. It seems like they're poisonous. So now I'm kind of in a bit of a weird phase of the game where I'm not sure what I have to do. I'm trying to feed Ombu, but for that I need the catapult. For that I need the Ombu feeder and the Ombu kitchen. Yeah, it seems like you need a lot to just get some basic stuff started. Well, I guess I should get the Ombu kitchen, but for that we need the mushrooms, and they're not really gathering the mushrooms. I think the mushrooms only grow in these areas, while plants and berries will only grow in the fertile areas. And you also need a few free people to do all of those tasks, otherwise nobody will do them. So the free people are carrying stuff and doing some other chores, okay. We can hire one more worker over here. Sadly, they don't give you all of the information you would probably need. What do I mean by that? Well, it doesn't seem very clear how many tiles can be harvested or cultivated by a single villager. This is beet. I better not mess around too much with the other systems. And now we're just waiting. I'm not going to double the speed of the game because I just want to kind of present the game in a good light and see how far we can go. So I'm not sure when that will be available. Clay gathering camp. Well, I guess then I don't think we can move it, but if you don't have clay in your area, you can just fire everyone and they'll harvest the clay over here. I'm not sure how harvest and remove does, because clay will be removed and you'll be left with an empty pit, and if it rains it will be full of clay again. Let's just make that. At least the number of balloons doesn't influence much. Can I see the difficulty anywhere? Oh yes, hard. Okay. So we're a bit at a stalemate right now because we don't have enough resources to move the research, but also don't have other stuff ready either. That's the transmission. Click over here and we'll see. First transmission. Yo! Hear me. A blueprint upgrade antenna. Kind of technology, okay. Guess we need the iron ore. And this is also one of the things I don't like about the game. Why do they let you upgrade it if you don't have the materials? I think we can only get iron ore if we move. I think these are not ready. Not ready. These are just herbs. They'll be useful for other things. You can also just harvest. Okay, so you have two options, harvest and remove, or just harvest. Harvest and remove would be my option. I think two people can only work this amount of berries, so that's why I don't put more people to work over there. Are they hungry again? Need more happiness, sadly. That's why I wanted to research the town square, which we'll be researching right now. Okay, Ombu is up. You don't really see that many animations. And only on this speed you can actually see him moving. He's slow. 24. Yeah, we need a lot more resources and you need a little bit of everything. Sadly, as you can see, the mushrooms are spoiling and I cannot preserve them fast enough, I guess. Yeah, I guess the problem is I don't have enough food or other stuff. Also, the game is kind of fun because it shows you how many buildings you have out of each, so you don't really have to know that well. You don't have to remember stuff. So we have 15 tents, we have 4 water tanks, 2 pantries, 1 berry, 1 farm, 2 mining camp. I guess it doesn't show which ones are working. Okay, so let's remove the people from there and let them contain us, which will be researching. So high priority for that one. Later you'll be able to build better roads, you'll be able to do a lot of other stuff as well. I just need to be careful with the food situation. Yeah, there's a lot of quality of life things I would really like to see. As you can see, we can hold water, salt water, and tainted water. Yes, one needs to be filtered and one needs to be purified. And I guess you need to move everything into a storehouse to maintain some preservability, but again, it's not very clear how all of these things work, so the game does need a lot of trial and error. Also, it doesn't tell you when you are at the crossroads. To have the option of choosing where to go, you need the Ombu commands or some other stuff. I am also not sure how you send the squads. I guess I thought it would be clear by now, but I guess I have to build a scavenger hut, but guess what, we don't have a scavenger hut anywhere in the tree. I guess we can look again. Evaporated, decontaminator, extract essence with water. Scavenger hut is all the way over here. I see it now. That's a very weird place to put it. I think the developer should put that from there here. Or maybe just here with a big star sign on it. Okay, we will research this and then we'll research that other one. I don't think we can get the resources back. Feeding trebuchet is ready, but we need the kitchen. Yeah, Ombu is kind of hard to take care of. We should 100% insist on the feeding, well, not on the feeding catapult, on the scavenger hut first of all, so we can get all of that juicy iron. So it looks like we need a lot of clay in the beginning, but after a while you don't need any more. You also have tools. This Ombu is okay. We have beets and berries, but we should probably make salads and some other stuff. Otherwise, yeah, you cannot grow your population. On this difficulty, you need more happiness. On the other difficulty, you just have a higher base happiness. But here, no, you need more happiness. Low, otherwise you cannot attract more people. It's a bit of an annoying thingy. Right down. So injector. So hits 20 mushrooms. Feeding pump. Not sure how you choose where to go. I think in the demo I chose what direction to go, but I kind of forget how I did it. I think Ombu chooses for us, so I'm not sure what I did. Not very well explained. I guess we'll just go over there because it has a sleeping spot. I see stones, no iron though. And I think we start in the mountains, okay. So I guess for now it's pretty good because we're not in a desert or anything else, anywhere else. But don't worry about the trees, we actually have a ton of wood and you also have the giant trunks as well. I don't think we have enough to research the town square, or to build the town square. No, we also need 15 slabs for the scavenger bats. Yeah, I guess the game is a lot harder on this difficulty because you cannot have a lot of people in the beginning. I'm just keep wasting mushrooms from what I can see. Yeah, they're very, very slowly moving towards some areas. Maybe I'll just build a road. That's interesting. I don't think they'll build that, but we'll just make that road. One square needs 20 slabs and it... Oh, what? I think we need to have the buildings near it or something like that. I'm not sure. So, or maybe it just needs a lot of space. Not sure where to build it. Maybe here, I don't know. Again, I don't know a lot about the game. It's just a fun game to play and learn. The slabs are killing me. I guess I need another stonemason. Also, if you're wondering, why don't I just build another stonemason? Well, let me show you. It needs a ton of stone, which I don't have, and if I build it, I'll not have enough stone to process. Kind of funny, right? I should the mining camp to do that. There's no way to highlight, let's say, all of the mushrooms or all of the herbs. You just have to keep an eye out for them. Like those berry seeds, I don't want them to spoil or anything. I'm not sure. Again, the UI could use with a little more information, but it's okay even if it's left like this. At the Ombu feeding site. So he'll sleep here, he'll sleep also there. So that will raise humidity and it might even rain. We have enough water collectors, I think. And we're kind of, we're almost full on water. Water is needed for the farm. Scavenger hut, go. Raining. There's no intermediate camera, so... This is so cool. Hey, Ombu, go eat. Oh, he didn't want to eat, or what was that about? Guess he was not hungry enough. Okay, we're just waiting for this research to finish. Also, before they start the job, they have to go to the building itself and change their clothes. The requirement. They're kind of doing our tasks, but they're slowly doing it. I think you need, first of all, the scavenger hat and then the city building. The town square. I guess we can just leave it wherever. I think I'll put it over here. We need a lot more people. You can also slowly hear Ombu steps. What is that? Nomads. Pick them up. Well, why are they poisoned? Let me guess. To get to the doctor, we need to have marsh, healing shrooms, and we also need a doctor. I really want to research that because we have the herbs. Oh well, I guess that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you save people, sometimes the people will just have a nice little journey on Ombu. A short journey. The game already has all the things you might want or might need for it. I think if you play this game for about 20 hours, this will be completely different because with higher industry output, you'll be able to make this into a sprawling village. But even so, it's kind of slow. And badly poisoned. Well, next time be less badly poisoned, I guess. Have to make sure everyone has a house. Okay, also can build a flop house, which looks ridiculous, but I guess also doesn't have poison resistance whatsoever, which I think it will be a big problem. Exploration is over here, and we need 10 stone slabs. Wow! They're really making me suffer for those stone slabs. Everyone back to work, gathering the stone. Not as many wood planks. Yeah, you need so many stone slabs in the beginning, it's almost crazy. I think to just build another one, but I know better. Like, this is kind of like the max amount they can plant. Storage full, well... Transfer them... Transfer them, oh, I guess maybe they need more people. Yeah, let me build that scavenger hut and then we'll send someone to do something and then that's it. It needs to be on the edge. It looks like a good spot there. Well, the sleeping spot, I hope he will sleep. Oh, he will not sleep because he's not tired. Oh well. Well, I guess it will look more aesthetically pleasing if I put it here. Fresh air for now. Why did he lose HP? Oh no, that's his heart rate. Yeah, no poison Ombu can relax over here, and the clouds are just washing us with rain. I don't think he does anything bad. Okay, is there anything else I want to research about the village doctor? Wow, I need... This is a bit of a problem. I cannot get enough stone to get a second stone mason, but at the same time, if I get it, I'll not have enough stone to process. Oh. They're out of stuff to gather. Why didn't you tell me? I guess they should have shouted at me. So I think I will delete the road over here because it might stop mushrooms from spawning. Maybe that was the cause of, I don't know, decayed mushroom. I hope they finish this before they die. No, this is way too slow. I need a village doctor. For that I really need that second carpenter. That second stonemason. Yeah, that will be fine. Find rare resources, durability is medium. Because the spore cloud is moving and it moved away. It still says no party available. So... Oh, I see some abandoned encampment over there. I'm not sure how I get the iron. I guess we need the mine, but we're so far away. Reserved food. And the party. Okay, I'm not sure how that will work. Let's see. Does it show any graphic element over here? I don't think it will show any graphic element. Ah. The little ants are working so happily. This is filled up. I should probably build another. Basically 0. Doesn't cost anything. I can increase the little planting area so I have a big supply of food and other stuff. Okay, looks like we have things relatively under control. Well, I say relatively, I just need that to build super fast. Oh yeah, it will be enough, and I think we will have enough population to do that. I'm going badly poisoned. Oh no. Oh, maybe it's the one that... I hope they are the ones that were already poisoned. Not sure what you get by doing that. Okay, we'll also get that. Does it say what you got? Oh. What is that? The contamination facility? Ooh. Survival gear. I think we should go over there then. This is kind of bad. I have plenty of wood, but we are missing other resources, so I'll just leave them to collect the stone and then they'll make more blocks. I think we can stop clay production for a while as well. And we can probably just research the doctor. But that will not help us much. Okay, this is weird. I think we need to work on the kitchen so everyone is just a little happier. I feel like this is a big choice, isn't it? Town square, well, that's the farming area. I think I will build it over there. I think they'll just gather around the things, yeah. Okay, so suspending the clay gathering for that. No! Decision lies in your past. I wanted to go for the abandoned encampment. Rats. That short heat wave. Is there an autosave system? I think the autosave is... So... probably I should just reload this one. I'll play on my own a little bit. Probably should just reload this one because I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, you don't get any warning, which is a little bit annoying. Yeah, and it's just beyond that point, before we built the thing. Yeah, I'll just play from on my own from here on, and the next episode you'll see something interesting in case you want to see the let's play. Very fun game. I hope it's a success. It's already a pretty big success, but I think it should be bigger because this is the first settler game I've played in about 20 years, I think. Look at the little doors they have on the houses. Everything is so detailed, to be honest. And I think everything has a little animation to it, see? See you next time, bye bye.